next dive is not a shipwreck. What you did this morning is quite obvious to see, and it's a big, big ship, okay? Now, putting some wreck, it's not a ship, it's a working platform. Does anyone know what a dredging machine is? Basically, this was a big underwater digging machine, alright? Because all around this area, more or less in the mid-1970s, the Magna region was involved in the manufacture and the production of a metal called tin. Okay? There was a lot of these machines working in this area. It's this one, a little bit further south, there's another one called the French Eye. But these two wrecks mysteriously made their way to the sea floor. Because what happened, the tin market took a bit of a crash, and it could well have been an insurance job, okay? When the wreck went down, it was in one piece. It had a tsunami in 2004, which rolled it around a few times and broke it up into more or less 4 sections. So what we'll see is this area here is what is left of the actual base of the machine, okay? This area here is what's left of the machinery that was on the platform. It's like for filtration and separation. So they can take away what they need and throw back in the sea what they don't need. It's quite interesting to see in this area where we are right now, a little bit further astern, you're in the wheelhouse looking at the fish finder. There's areas behind us all around here where there's lots of big holes in the seabed. You can see it's flat, 19, 20 meters, and you can see it drop down, back up again. It's one of like the holes that the person dug in the seabed. The whole thing at the moment is sat on a flat sandy bottom at 19 meters. This area here is what's left of the digging machinery, okay? The route you're going to follow, when you get there, guys, you're going to jump in the water, you're going to see several mooring lines on the surface. These aren't here anymore. It's an old map, alright? There's one here on the northwest corner, one a bit further down over this area, and there's another one over here on the base of the platform. When you jump in the water, you can swim to any one of these buoys, swim to one that's nearest, at least follow the line down, okay? Use the line as a visual reference or a contact reference as well. So the route you'll follow when you get down there, it's pretty basic. You might do a simple rectangle, some sort of square, or maybe some sort of weird figure 8. In the dive time we've got, there's plenty of time to see all of the wreck. And there's a lot to see. On this dive, porcupine fish. Do you like those? Just a little grin. They're all over the place. You have to move them out of the way, okay? Porcupine fish. A lot of baby juvenile barracudas on this dive as well. Lots of snappers. Some areas around here, as you're diving along, you feel like it's getting darker. You look above you, and there's just thousands of snappers in there, okay? Thousands of snappers mixed in with porcupine fish, with barracudas, all over the place. Keep your eyes open for scorpion fish. There's a lot of them. Some of this big, some of this big, and their camouflage is very good. They blend in with the wreck really well, so be careful if you're going to touch the wreck. What I recommend, what I suggest you do, if you feel like you're going to touch it, if you wave your hand over the area, before you put your hand down. The best thing to do is just not touch it at all, okay? It could be quite easily. Lionfish, there's a lot of those guys around. This wreck is very good for moray eels. Great giant morays, honeycomb morays, white-eyed morays, all over the place. One little white-eyed morays the size of your finger, you might see 3 or 4 of these little guys sticking out of one hole. Lots of shrimps, the dancing shrimps, you might see some pipefish. Also, when I found on the last trip around here, there's an area that's absolutely jam-packed full of little catfish. They're really cute, they're really good to see, okay? Hundreds of all jumping there in one spot. Lots of catfish, look out for that. You can see some batfish, some African pompanos swimming around. Also, guys, check out in the sand. Called stingrays, you have the ones with the blue spots on, you might see a few of those guys. But also look in the sand, you'll see a lot of little gobies digging together with the shrimps. Shrimps digging the hole, gobies on the lookout. Approach them slowly, watch them, okay? So if you go in too fast, they get scared and hide. If you see a cone in the the sand, a hole in it, you might see speary mantis shrimps and stuff like that. Alright? Somewhere around here there is a frogfish, or two of them. That's two frogfish right there. So you might get to see frogfish around here as well, they're pretty cool. Alright, so spend time looking at the cracks and the holes, especially around this area here. There's some very nice little cut corals and that kind of thing. Because the wreck's been underwater for so long, it's very well established in the environment. Specific to this dive, guys, visibility here can be variable. You saw what it was like on the first dive this morning. Sometimes here it could be better, or sometimes not as better. It depends what the tides are like, what the weather's been like on the mainland, the runoff water and things like that. Sometimes you can see the wreck from the surface, sometimes you can't see the wreck at all. Alright, so bear that in mind while diving. There are a few areas like here, over here, there's areas that look inviting. You might think, oh, I want to go inside there. Do not go inside, okay? It's old, it's unstable, rusty, fishing lines, cables, ropes, ice, all that kind of stuff. So don't go inside it. It's not prepared for divers. The limits to the dive, pretty straightforward. It's 19 meters flat sand all the way around the dive site. The shallowest part's around here on the top of the roof here, about 14 meters. Time limit, I've stuck on there 60 minutes, but if you want to dive any less, it's entirely to you guys. 60 minutes is more than enough to see the whole wreck, okay? So after you've seen it all, you might think, let's go. If you dive to the time limit, alright, even though we're looking to 5 minutes FPL time, there's not a lot of opportunity here for multi-level diving. So you might get close to that if you dive in air. So keep an eye on that as well. Your safety stop, you'll do drifting away on the surface faster than what is usual, and of course, keep back with 50 bar, okay? Don't forget, after this dive, this is going to be the last dive, make the decision, pack away your equipment. We're going to have more or less 1.5 hours before we get back to the port. So we've got plenty of time to pack, wash gear, dry your gear on the roof, things like that. Alright? And also, we're going to be doing lunch. And if anyone would like to come and see me in the saloon about paying for nitros, if you want to tell me you want to pay for gear, go in the office, that's fine. Okay? Any questions? Go enjoy, guys.